Not absolutely sure whether Ralf Souquet can hit past the point of the middle pocket, the center, to get an escape.
He needs a swerve.
Can he just hit that point? He looks like he can.
Yeah, but coming off the rail to hit the 3, you need a roll.
Well, he's been defensive in this rack.
Now the 6 ball was tied up with a 3. Now is it kind of complicated matters by going over by the 9?
Well, slightly, but it does have a pocket open.
Yeah, that's right.
With the balls in the current situation, it's still quite a tough run out.
Tell you, this has been a wonderful tactical rack. I love watching two guys juggle the rack back and forth like this, each one refusing to give up control. It's the fellow who makes the last mistake that loses. If he comes in behind the 3, Steve, he's got to worry about the scratch in the corner.
You think it'd be a controlled escape here rather than hit it in hidden hope? Just try and control this to get behind the cluster of balls.
Yeah.
Oh, he went for that.
I think he's got to let lucky here. Very well. There's the bank shot on, obviously, but
bank shot's on.
No positional value on that bank shot, I don't think.
I think he can hold it, Bob.
He can hold it. Well, he's got to hit that real good.
Now you two, stop it.
Well, now that I see that angle, I'm not so sure.
He's got it. You're right, Jerry. He's nailed it.
What a player. This fella has a few shots in his bag.
You need a great touch at 9 ball. You need a very good touch under pressure. Might be easier pockets than on a snooker table, but if you can't control that cue ball, you're lost at this game.
I haven't seen Ronnie miss but one bank shot all week, and that's a real threat. You can't push out and leave this man a bank shot because he's just going to take it home.
Perfect angle on this 5 to draw back for the 6 into the lower left.
Yes, and he's made what could have been a positional problem between 5 and 6 into something that looks relatively elementary.
Well, this has been a long rack, but we've seen some really fantastic defensive plays here.
Yes, and should Alcano win these, pop these 3 remaining balls, he keeps the momentum of the match in his favor and asks the questions of Ralf Souquet to get back on level terms at some stage.
Well, hurry up a bit. That's fine. Alcano will go up 4-1, and I believe he is breaking.
Yeah, it's going to be his break. He has a chance to go out 5-1.
Fascinating rack, though.
It has been. Alcano deposits his 4th 9 ball.
Welcome back to Manila. Alcano 4-1 up. He's at the table and he's just missed the 2 ball in the bottom pocket. Here's a replay of it. And Alcano still leading at the moment, but now Souquet is at the table. Let's rejoin our commentary team.
Just a bit too far away from the 2 ball there.
Yeah, the thing is, if he played the 1 naturally, he would have had a hard time getting position on the 1. That's why he played the kiss.
You know, that's the 2nd time in this match that we've seen Alcano have a problem with a long cut shot up the rail. I'm wondering if that situation will present itself again, and if so, how will he handle it? Because it's certainly going to be in the back of his mind that it's bothered him before.
That's Alcano's third unforced error of the match, or his second one. His third,
yes, third.
Correct. Ralf Souquet with 2.
And yet, he's leading 4-1.
And this is the kind of run out he needs. You were talking about the road map, also known as a Cosmo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, a Cosmo. And do you know the history of that term?
I've been reading your book, Jerry.
Ah. It's from a player named Tom Cosmo, who in the 60s and 70s used to give a pool show where he would place the balls out on the table quite on purpose on their position. It looked like he was just laying them around at random, but he then had a stop shot out so he could sing and tell jokes and dance while he ran a rack of 9-ball. Tom Cosmo.
Well, this isn't quite a stop out, but he should be okay here. He has his choice of pockets here, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. But golly, well, I guess that way. Yeah, it seems to me that the corner pocket was the bigger pocket there, but the angle from our monitor is different from the angle that he sees on the table. Well, now this could really turn things around. Souquet will now be trailing 4-2, but it's going to be his break. If Ralf Souquet can just break and hold the next rack in his favor, he'll only trail by 1 here in the Whirlpool Championships in Manila.
Welcome back to Manila. The final's shaping up nicely right now. 4-2 at the moment to Ronnie Alcano. We've had some interesting play. Ralf Souquet 4-1 down, but now at 4-2 and with a chance to break and bring things back to 4-3.
I guess it is. Is it a cut break? It is kind of like a cut break, right?
Well, he's not going right off the side of the rack into that immediate rail, but it's not a direct break either. I mean, he's got a little hybrid break going that's his. Big shot for Souquet. If he can just clear this table, he'll be within 1.
Oh, he's unlucky that white ball has gone wandering. But I tell you what, he has a shot at this too.
Well, as you could say, as Bob mentioned, the white cue ball gets kicked up table. Had it been in the middle of the table, he would have had a much easier time of it. Now he's got a very testy long shot to begin the rack, and well, it's a tough rack.
Well, there's no guarantee that it's the right shot to go for the shot. I suppose he can power the 2 in, screw across the table to the 4, but it's very risky. This is more risky than the 1 ball in the first rack.
Yeah.
So unless he can't see a good safety, he may be forced to go all out for this.
It's kind of hard to play safe over by the 2 because there's only 1 ball over there.
I suppose if he could get behind this group of 5 balls, play with a bit of right hand spin, send the 2 across to the 9 and get in the cluster somewhere.
He can also push, but I don't think he's pushing.
No.
Looks like it's the safety.
Trying to get behind that cluster.
I don't think he got there.
Things still not going the way Souquet had dreamed. And you rarely see this man mutter to himself, but that shot did it to him.
Well, there was a lot of pressure on that safety to get that right.
Now he really has to dig into this to get the right shape for this pink 4.
The thing that is surprising me is that when Souquet is missing, he's generally leaving Alcano an opportunity.
Oh, look at that.
And that hasn't been the case all week.
Great shot there by Alcano, but what's he going to do here for position on that orange 5?
Could be the 5-6 combination if pushed. Depends on the angle. If he's got enough angle, he may be able to shift the brown 7.
Well,
at any rate, there will be defensive options once he gets here. And look at this. What a shot.
golly.
Hello. He's fine.
Steve?
Well, he would have preferred to have been bumping into the 7 to get the position easier. But he won't complain because there's no way he could have planned to get through that gap. I assume he can pot the 5.
I don't know.
Did it go close to the 6? It looks like he's. Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
But the white ball's got to do a lot of mileage. I don't think he can use the 7 as a break or a buffer here. So it's the cue ball all around the table somehow.
Should be very easy to play safe though.
Yeah,
behind that 7 ball.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, the safety is very easy. But of course, the one problem with the safety, you give your opponent a chance to get lucky and get out. Whereas if you can guarantee 5 to 6 position, you must go for it.
Alcano's very good at going around the table.
He's going to have to be. That 7 ball could ruin his day.
I think the 9s to some might be fractionally in the way.
I don't know about you, but I kind of like the safety here.
I think he's probably got to, if he wants to play close to this top left-hand jaw of a pocket, and then the side spin would take it around. But it depends really on the exact angle he's got on the 5. You can tell by how long he's taking over the shot. It must be difficult. It has problems.
He's going for the pot, though. Here we go. Unbelievable.
Great shot.
Oh.
Alcano had a very small area into which to work that cue ball. And he got there after traveling about 20 feet.
I think that ranks right up there with Ralph's shot from last night.
Yeah, it does.
Well, he had to risk the scratch, but
yeah,
still a brave shot.
He had the space of a bar coaster to put that white ball, and he nailed it.
Worse for Souquet, the next rack is broken by Alcano.
And what has been obvious here today so far is that Ronnie Alcano has not faltered with the pressure of expectation from his local fans.
Ronnie Alcano really keeping the pressure on. He is not letting up a bit, and man, is he coming with the shots. Look at this. And wait. Whoa. What a rack this man just put on. Feeding the cue ball into tiny little areas, playing great touch shots, and this is the face of worry.
Got off to a bad start. Hasn't got back yet, Ralf. And this man has produced the great shot so far. It was risky, but it was the only way, perhaps.
4 rails. 5 rail position. Unbelievable.
Thank you, rack 8.
Oh, how he flirted with that scratch.
Leading 5 racks to 2.